All right, now we're back in the darkened precipice of the other building, which I can't go back to at all. Yep, we're back. Well, on the upside, I can honestly say that this apartment building isn't that much worse than the first one. We just entered, right? Yep, we've gone literally, this is the first room we've entered since we first walked into this building. I know that's supposed to be vinyl or something, but that actually looks like leather. Like a leather covering for your table, which is neat. It looks like a baseball broke that. Actually, it wasn't that uncommon. Like, not necessarily for anyone I see. I don't see anyone do this anymore, but this was really common for not necessarily my parents, but my grandparents' generation. When they would use kind of like, not leather, but like pleather, like fake plastic leather. And then on like on one side, and on the other side, it'd be like this soft material. Like fuzzy material, and then you'd put that over like wood furniture and everything to prevent it from getting dusty or scuffed or stained or anything like that. Yeah, synthetic. But like from a distance, it looked just like the stuff. I mean, so that was something that people actually did with like wooden furniture. Like at least my grandparents, you know, and some of their friends and family used to. Now, I have no way of explaining why it's on a chair. Like, it made sense for the wood table, but I don't know about the chair. Huh. Well, you know, at least this otherworldly hell still has fire safety. What's dripping out of it? The Blue Creek Apartments. Here's something down here. It actually sounds like the goblins in Final Fantasy. Ah! No! I'm gonna rub your nose out. And I found that syringe. Jeez. Okay, note to self. The red, icky ones explode when they die. Oh no, the utility room. This is where they keep the booze. We learned that in Stories Untold. And it's locked. Seems kind of noticeable since it's like a big shiny blue door. No booze for James. Sorry, James. Why does it look like something's about to break through that? Probably because something is. Because I'm getting all the warnings and... Press R2 to break wall. I don't really want to. I just not. We just live here. Look, there's furniture. The fact that we did that with a wooden plank is actually fairly impressive. Yeah, I hear you in there. Did it sound like concrete? You thought it was drywall? You know, it does look like it was supposed to be drywall, at least on this side. It had like the texture and stuff, like you can see in the middle here, it looks like it was like drywall, wood planks, concrete, wood planks, drywall. Which, I mean, if you're gonna do that, just go with concrete. No. Ew. You can break that? That's what I was saying. It was impressive that he could do that with a wood plank. I mean, granted, it was already cracked and kind of messed up. So, it's not like it was the firmest of foundation. But it's still impressive. I couldn't do it. Why does everyone have a TV? Oh man, he left the phone off the hook. Won't be able to reach him. Oh, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Well, at least you don't have any new surprises. Cookies! Oh no, just one. Cookie. New and improved recipe. New price, 7 cents? I mean, I guess it is just one cookie, but still a steal, man. Probably wasted money on that packaging, though. Not for sharing. No. Not for sharing. Oh, it says Makia tea. Well, it said making tea. Like, yep. We sure are. You know, the weirdest thing about seeing all this, like, all this technology that's, like, right at the cusp of, like, the 70s and the 80s, I've seen a lot of the stuff my parents had when I was growing up. You read it as making tea, too? Oh, good, it wasn't just me. Flour. Oh, you have two things of flour. You have one thing of sugar in there. Alright. No more delaying. Perusing the kitchen. Well, that looks ominous. Hello? My name is James. I'm here to save you. You're M, apparently. Should I open this door? No. M for moth? Are these moths? Oh, they are moths. It's the Mothman room. It's the room of the man. didn't even think they were moths because it was one of those things where I just get used to like little particulates like these just blowing around everywhere while I'm walking around. I'm really hoping we don't have to go over there. That's, oh, no. No, 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 no. That's a no room. The only thing worse than a mannequin in a horror game is a realistic looking mannequin in a horror game. Scott. You go there, and then you come right back. This means Scott was probably a line dancer? Or possibly was illustrating parts of the Hokey Pokey. Henry fears Scott. He'll run from him and hide. He's fled to the west, to the other side. But here comes Mildred with unknown intent. Scott lies face down, blind to her descent. This is clearly a clue to some sort of puzzle. Mildred, Scott, Henry. Scott fled west. Of course. It's a clock puzzle. Let's save before the puzzle. No, let's not save over our, Oh yeah, it is night. It is dark outside now. Henry fears Scott. He'll run from him and hide. He's fled to the west, to the other side. Well, Henry is to the west. Oh. I can't do anything with this because I don't have any clock hands to solve the puzzle with. This is going to be our big puzzle to solve, I assume. You know, strangely enough, the music's actually kind of pleasant. It's just like this soft, like... And I actually kind of enjoy it. Right? I heard something moving around. What? What? It's H. I assume that's Henry? And then the M was Mildred? And then somewhere there's a Scott room. Oh. Alright, and now the music got spooky, and I don't like it anymore. No! What was gross? You're scared? Don't worry about it. I have a gun. Probably the most modern TV we've found so far. Oh. They gave us a syringe again. And now I'm scared. I didn't want to do that. Are there more bugs? You're somewhere in here. Oh. No. No blowing chunks on me. Dang it. It's such a visceral thing, too. It's like, you know, it's like... Oh, no. You know, those little things, these monkey things used to actually terrify me as a kid because I saw a movie cover, a movie box on VHS for the movie Monkey Shines. Which honestly is a pretty silly movie if you actually see it. It's about a trained pet monkey, like a helper monkey, but to help out its owner, it starts to use a knife and kill off all of its owner's enemies. Very silly premise, but it had one of these monkeys on it in the cover, and it scared me. You checked? That is scary? It's a creepy box art. It's way creepier than that movie has any right to have, because the movie's not scary at all. I had a horrible thing of being scared by box art for movies when I was a kid. For movies that actually, most of the time, I'd say about 90% of the time, I got scared from the box art. The movies themselves are not very scary at all. Another one was Ghoulies. Which, if you've ever seen Ghoulies, you know it's kind of a silly movie. But the box art scared me to no end when I was a kid. It's like nothing out here. Would have thought this went up to another floor. The eyes? Yeah, I mean, it's just... I give full kudos to whoever came up with the box art for some of those old horror movies. It's like if a box art can give a kid nightmares when the movie itself would not, You've done something impressive. Hey, there's nothing here. Doesn't lead anywhere. Nothing to interact with. Come on, James. You're not that out of shape. You keep breaking brick walls. Oh. There we go. I like all the furniture in cages. Like 3 nice leather chairs and a wheelchair. Oh, and ammo. I'm not convinced that you're not going to get up. I'm sorry, when I'm in a horror game and I walk into a room and there's an enemy that's already dead on the floor, I'm immediately suspicious. Does that mean anything? Oh, it's entirely possible it does. I mean, if we think about it, there's possible... We have already had a story where there's 3 individuals. Mildred, Henry, and Scott. Now, if we find out any more to this story and that there's possibly something else going on, there could be... Considering the chairs are fresh and young, maybe Mildred, Henry, and Scott were trying to flee the inevitability of time and aging. I don't know. Definitely a valid interpretation. We don't have really enough information to substantiate it. But... Again, here's another one. Oh, there you are. Ow! Why are all these enemies dead already? Oh, in there. Ammo. It's goopy. I really don't like the goopy. Or the metal plates on doors. Aha! See? That one got up. It's gross. I agree. Yeah, this setup is one of those things that makes you think that there's got to be some sort of symbolism going on here. Especially when those chairs, like the 3 red leather ones, were like super pristine condition, when everything else in this place is completely rotted out and died. Like, that definitely calls attention. Oh. Oh! Jeez, where were you? They were pretty chairs. Sounds. This is what this game is just spookies. Alright, so this was the room I broke into. We have officially reached more health healing health drinks. I mean, I guess that just is a healing potion. I was just realizing that's synonyms. Than I've ever had, which means we're officially doing either the turning down the difficulty that definitely helped somewhat. I like the radio in a cage. And of course, the typical thing is to say, like, oh, clearly 9 Inch Nails and Marilyn Manson all got their ideas from this game. Or this game got the idea from Marilyn Manson or 9 Inch Nails. And really, I think the actual inspiration is the fact they both got inspirations from other material that led into this. Why is this chained? Oh, because it has one of the clock pieces we need. You've read something? If it's game related, I prefer to just kind of stumble upon it myself. It's not a spoiler? Oh, sure, then lay it on me. It's the inspiration for the game? Or for 9 Inch Nails' career? They get their inspiration from Jacob's Ladder. That I actually already knew, because I'm actually a big fan of Jacob's Ladder. I have actually been a longtime fan of that movie since college. It's a cool film. It is. Really, everyone should see Jacob's Ladder at least once. It is not only is it a really cool kind of a horror film that kind of really sets a really good use of visuals and surrealism, but it's also a great film for like teaching you how to like interpret symbolism in like artistic mediums. It's really good for that sort of thing. Because by the end of it, it's not super subtle about what the symbolism is supposed to mean, or like what the end interpretation is. Oh, jeez, was there another one behind me? So once you have, like, watched the end of it and you're able to see, okay, so this is what it was all supposed to mean, you can go back really easily and sit there and piece together what the different symbols mean. So it's a really good, just kind of like 101 course in like figuring out and learning how to interpret symbolism in film. You were afraid but intrigued, so you pushed through. Good on you! It definitely is its own reward type of thing. I was actually having to explain to a friend of mine. He said, like, oh yeah, the inspiration for Silent Hill is that that coal mine town in like New England where the coal mines underground have been burning for like 80 years or something. Which is true. There is a coal mine like that. But it's not the inspiration for the games. It's the inspiration for the Silent Hill movies. The director of the Silent Hill movies took a lot of inspiration from that town. Will that do something? Oh, I have the key for 306. I need to find 306. Yes, 307 is where the radio is. 306 is at the end of the hallway. Which is fair. It's an interesting setting. Oh, it is. It absolutely is. And it's a perfect thing to take inspiration for a horror movie. It's just one of those things where it's worth noting. Ow. It's worth noting the fact that it's not the inspiration necessarily for the games as much as it is. Did you turn off my flashlight? Oh no, I turned off my flashlight. Accidentally. Because I didn't know I could do that. Uh-huh. Oh, you're one of the normal ones. You weren't, though. I knew you were going to get up, punk. Saw you laying in here, and I heard the fuzzy thing on the radio, and I was like, yeah, you're going to get up. Okay, yes, normal. Normal as in not the explodey ones. But, I mean, as normal as things go in this game. I mean, the weird part is when you think about it, when it gets down to it, these guys are like the equivalent of your typical zombies in Resident Evil or the shadows in Kingdom Hearts in terms of scale of where this game goes. Why are all the pictures missing? Again, we have another set of 3. 3 is becoming a reoccurring theme in this building. Set of 3. And then we have the 3 red chairs. And the 3 people in the story. And why did that light turn off? There's something else in here. There you are. Yuck. Okay, so you released the chains that I assume are holding up the radio. Why is that in a room? You mean this? Well, how else are you supposed to get the water pressure for your shower right? Person did not like mirrors, although they owned a lot of them for not liking them. Oh. I reiterate my earlier question. Why do I keep walking into the bathrooms? There's never anything good in the bathrooms. I mean, surprisingly, the toilet's in pretty good condition, comparatively. It looks like there's something bloody that was dragged this way. Not you, though. You're not dragged. Very worried about the fact that I still hear monster noise. Someone... Where are you? Ah! Horror in bathrooms. Ugh. I blame Hitchcock, honestly. Really think he's the man who started that whole thing. Ow! You want to come here? You want to dance? Is that everybody? Is it just me, or is these all the different bodies that were like lying on the floor originally when I first came in? Now they're all getting up later, after I've already stabbed them, I'd like to point out, multiple times. Okay, 304 apparently has something. You're not really sure, is it? That's frustrating. I can't be 100% sure, but it surely, like, I'm noticing the fact that, like, a lot of these things seem to be in the same places I remember seeing all of them, and I'm not seeing any additional bodies on the ground. So my logic would dictate the fact that they eventually are not enemies, but then eventually they will stand up and become enemies. Alright, now I need to get back to 307. That's frustrating. They're freaky. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just kind of like, I get it from a gameplay standpoint, where they like want to make it so you're just like, oh yeah, eventually these are all going to attack me. I just don't know when or how or whatever. But then on the other hand, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, but I've already stabbed the crap out of them. In this game, I even give it more like leniency, because it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, but how do the rules in this place actually work? You know? It's like, everything here seems to be less based on physics and reality. So I don't even know if actually stabbing all these people things is actually doing anything to them. Maybe they're just making them lay down for a little bit. And then when I get done and I leave, they'll just get back up and go, oh, man, see you tomorrow, George? Yeah, see you tomorrow, Francine. You never know. It's like the sheepdog and coyotes things from Looney Tunes. The hour hand. Yay! We got a piece of a clock. Ticky-tock goes the clock. Is the door open? Nah. This just goes back down. Pretty sure leads... That's... Now we're back at the clock room. Yeah, I know it's not going to do anything without... One's pointed slightly upward inclined, so maybe like 2 o'clock. One's pointing directly west, so that would be what, 9 o'clock. And then Scott's down here, which, if we are to interpret that properly, would mean Scott's maybe 5, 6 o'clock? 4 or 5 o'clock? Well, we won't know until we get all of the pieces. Alright, where do I go now? There's the clock, there's an M on the door, there's an H on the door, right? Never found the S on the door. Nor do we find any luck in terms of getting through to any other area. Now we got everything on the 3rd floor, more or less. We haven't gone to the 1st floor yet. So if we can find a way down to the 1st floor. Let's see here. Do we have anything that leads downward? I mean, there is that. Where outside the clock room, I could go use that stairwell. You should check Discord more. Or Twitter, or Blue Sky. Or set your phone up on Discord to send you notifications when people go live. So your phone will go bring, and it'll be like, ah, yeah. So, correction, that door is also locked. That is not a valid way of getting to the stairs. I have honestly not a clue of how a valid way of getting to the first floor would be. Because this didn't open up any new paths. Or do I have anything new in my inventory? Still don't know what these were all about. Should probably turn off some Discord notifications. It gets flooded. That's true too. I kind of get that feeling. Found any bosses? Yeah, none so far. We haven't found any bosses. We met Mr. Cube Head, Rhombus Head, Trapezoid Head, something like that. But I mean, we didn't really have much of an altercation with him. We shot him a couple times. That just seemed to annoy him. Yeah, Hexagon Man. Actually, my first impression was in this game the fact that he looked like he had, like, 6 sides to that thing. So I was thinking hexagons, but... Okay, well, we did all this already. That doesn't do us any good. Is there anything we have access to that we haven't explored yet? So maybe the hour hand is all we need for the clock? Maybe it's more like a, what is it? A lock. Like a, I want to call it a rotary lock, but that's not the right way to phrase it. Like a safe lock that we did earlier. So Henry fears Scott, and he'll run from him and hide. He's fled to the west, to the other side. Here comes Mildred with unknown intent. Scott lies face down, blind to her descent. And we have this. Which either could be directions, or positions, or directions like you turn left, then you turn right. Well, Apparently that was correct. That was loud. I'm sorry about that. Clocks are always loud in video games. I noticed that when I played Until Dawn the first time, and there's like a scene where you're walking down the hallway in the darkness, and a clock goes off, and it's like 10 times louder than everything else in the game. Even the monsters, or the spooky killer guy, or anything. It's nowhere near as loud as that one clock. Well, that was... Oh! That opened Henry's door. And another bird puzzle. Oh, you're the one who had the birds? You like the birds. There was another room with birds. Bird was the word. I'm really sorry about this, Henry. You do have such a lovely house. Yeah, that requires a special looking key. House flipper episode. Oh, you're gonna make me do this? Really? Everyone? Look away if you have to. Wait. Let me see if I could do something here. I will save you. Now you don't have to watch the ick. Just me. I have to watch the ick. Oh, it's not. It's a multiple button presses to search the ick. Okay, just cause, I gotta show you. Look at his facial expressions. It sounds horrible. It didn't look very pleasant either. There. Now it's done. The ick is gone. Why is the thing clean? Because it's stain resistant. It's stainless steel. That is the argument I'm going with. Despite the fact that's not how stainless steel works. And we immediately have combat. Hello? No, 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 no. Yeah, you could explode on the other side of the door. Word! No, have to deal with the ick for the bird. Well, I mean, that's kind of ick, but that's not nearly as gross. The sound of running water somewhere is kind of weird. Wait, no, this is Henry's room again. But it's awful now. And the main door is closed. But this door's open now. Yes, that's where the seesaw puzzle is. Alright, let's go see if 209 is open. It is! No, no creepy whispering. We're not doing that. I'm already frazzled and on edge. I agree with Palm. How dare? Oh, it was just the bullets talking. Wait, wasn't there more furniture in here? No. My mind's playing tricks on me. Oh. Oh! You son of a... That's the thing I need. Right there. I mean, it's covered in stuff. I need to wash it off, apparently, but I'm 99% sure that's the thing I need for the puzzle. You're keeping it from me, lady. And something's gonna attack me now, huh? Yes? Maybe not. Those jerks. Is there any way I can actually can do anything in here? Oh. Malformed figurine part. Uh-oh. I hear you.